It wasn't left on the couch. It wasn't laying on the bed. No, it was in his backpack. What's up, y'all? It's your girl B Octavia, and welcome to my channel. If you do not know who I am, I'm from Washington DC, and I'm also an entrepreneur. I have this channel and my vlog channel. This week a new vlog will be coming out, so stay tuned for that. But in today's video, I want to talk about the father that was charged in relation to the toddler that shot his mom while his mom was on a work Zoom call. Now, this happened not too long ago, and it made nationwide news. Everybody knew about it shortly after it happened, and very tragic. But what was even more tragic was me reading the comments and seeing that people actually feel bad for the father. A lot of people had to say that the child lost both parents and how tragic that is. Well, let me just lay this out for you, okay? And I had a few words to say about it, and I'll get into what I said about this fella. This father has been charged in the murder of his baby mom, where his toddler son got access to a gun and shot his mother. Before seeing the details that was released, I said good. It was his gun. He left it laying around, and he should be held responsible. But now we're here, and I've seen the details, and I was right the whole time. I've seen the details where it states that this gun was in his son's Paw Patrol backpack. That's how the child even got the gun. No, the gun wasn't on the counter. It wasn't left on the couch. It wasn't, behind the couch, because kids go everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't laying on the bed. No, it was in his backpack, his Paw Patrol backpack. So when people are saying a child lost two parents, I feel like this. I feel like a child tragically lost one good parent. He lost his mother. But this child would have been left with him. A person that makes decisions like that. A person that rationalizes putting their loaded gun into their child's backpack to hide it, or just as their stash spot, makes no sense. I wouldn't want him supervising a child, let alone having sole custody of the child, and you showing me right off that you don't have what it takes to really be a capable parent and really keep a child alive and out of trouble. Lord knows what type of life this child would have had being left with him. Just one decision like that. This could have happened even sooner than that, because Lord knows how many times he rationalized putting that gun in his child's backpack. What good parent makes a stupid mistake like that? In certain scenarios, parents make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's saying that you have to be, but basically what I said on my Instagram story was, as a parent, you're supposed to know what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some type of common sense that you're supposed to have. Yeah, a lot of us is from the ghetto. We is from the hood. But is we supposed to do what we always seen our elders do? Do you think that the police ain't gonna check the bags? You think they ain't gonna properly search and find a fucking gun in the child's backpack? And how is that gonna make you look? That's not gonna make you look good in court. With or without the shooting, that wouldn't make you look good in court. Move like you care when nobody's watching. So when they are, it's nothing that they can say. Or it's not much. Or it's not nothing that can get you locked up for a very long time. Whatever it's going to be, involuntary manslaughter, it could be any of those things. I'm with it all. In a scenario like this, what would y'all rather see? Would y'all rather see the child getting arrested, a toddler getting arrested for this, getting arrested and charged? Or even if he was a little bit older, what would y'all want to see? Y'all would want to see this child go to jail versus the father of this child who probably had a routine of putting this gun in this backpack, was just taking a chance on this happening any day of any year of any month. This could have happened at any time. It's very tragic. It shouldn't have happened. You supposed to, if you got a gun, if you had the money to purchase a gun, that gun should have been purchased right along with a gun safe or some type of safe. You could have went to Walmart and got a safe, a cheap little one for like $20 with a lock and a key. There's no excuse. And then not even to have a gun laying around, to have a loaded gun just laying around. If you that paranoid about niggas coming to get you or whatever the case is, you don't need to be living with your baby mother and your child. Take a risk somewhere else. Take that risk somewhere else is what I'm saying. Believe it or not, in my eyes, it was her duty to know where the gun was too, if she even knew that a gun was in her house. The parents are liable, you know. Whenever a situation like this happens, either when you are around your kids or if you are not, you still liable. This child could have been old enough to transport this backpack to school and let off rounds. What would you would have did then? And it would have turned out the same way. The father would have been charged with this. In my eyes, it would have went the same way. I don't feel bad for him. And then you look at his mugshot, his hair look like he don't care about being a parent. He care more about a street image to me. Come on now. I wish dudes stop doing this hairstyle too. It's the ugliest thing. I understand. It's like a culture thing. It's a Florida thing. I fuck with Florida. But it's the hair. The hair alone tells me a lot about you. And your hair shouldn't make me judge you like that. Usually, somebody's hair don't make me judge them. But when you got wicks like that, it make me judge you. You better be glad I'm not the judge or the fucking jury. Because it's not going to be involuntary manslaughter, nothing. It's going to be you going to get shipped down the road or up the road or however you want to say it for life. Off of that one mistake that you probably made time and time again. Shame on you. And see, on some real shit, that's why I don't have no problem with taking care of my child by myself on a day-to-day basis. Is it hard? Yeah. Would you ideally want like a family and you got the man in the house and, you know, whatever the case is? Yeah. But when the time is right, you know, with the right person, I'm willing to wait because I'm not letting my child's father stay with me doing no shit like that, you know. And if you know about your child's father, it's always going to turn out like that. I'm good with it. Because my thing is, if I really don't trust you, I can't trust you with precious cargo such as my child. You know, the child that I birthed. I couldn't imagine being in a situation like this. And it's very sad that a mother will not be able to raise her son. I pray that this child, you know, has a good family on either side that will step up and raise these kids the right way. I don't know if his side, you know, will be capable of that. I don't want to judge all them for his mistake, but that comes from somewhere, okay? So I hope some good folk are in charge of raising this child That's all I can hope. You know, I hope that the mother is at peace knowing that the father will be held accountable for this stupid mistake. You just don't do things like that. You just can't afford to. It's certain things as a parent that you just can't afford to do. You know, you gotta think and then overthink so that you ahead of anything. You know, some things you can't get ahead of. Your child getting injured or whatever the case may be, minor or very serious. But my thing is, things like this can be avoided. You just really have to care. At the end of the day, just care. Don't be toting no gun around no house and it's a toddler in there. That's stupid. Don't put yourself in certain beefs as a man, as a young man or whatever the case is, and be paranoid that niggas gonna kick in your front door. And niggas still might kick in your front door even if you not chit-chatting on social media back and forth with your ops and shit like that. They can still do it. But what does it help if the damn gun is in the book bag? What does that help? If the gun is in the book bag, what does that help when they kicking in the door? That don't help nobody. That especially wouldn't help you protect your family. You gotta unzip the thing and all this. Come on now. So we'll see how this play out, but I predict that it'll be something like involuntary manslaughter because none of it was intentional. I could see if, you know, he coerced his son to feel right about shooting and killing his mother, but the child was too young to be coerced. You know what I'm saying? Way too young. So he's gonna have to learn his lesson. If he has any type of sense as a man, he will understand this rather than, you know, go along in life holding some resentment towards his son for doing this. That's your seed at the end of the day. That's what you created. That's what came out of you. And I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying shame on a child and shit like that, but when you glorify guns, when you walking around holding it, when you got this gang type of lifestyle, things like this will happen. A child will, if you buying a child toy guns and stuff, even the Nerf things, you know, none of my friends had those. Can't go outside with those. If they did have them, you can't go outside with them. So, a very tragic scenario, but I'm glad that the right person is being held accountable at the end of the day. If it was me in a scenario, God forbid, I would want the same outcome because it gotta fall on somebody and it gotta fall on the right person. It's your girl B Octavia. I will see y'all in my next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to yet another video, and I will see y'all then.